Let's paint this waterfall. If you're a member of Enjoying Art, now you can come to our learning center to view the full video. When you come to enjoyingart.com goodies, you can download the references that are used in the latest lessons. Have some light color. I'm probably going to use a little bit yellow color. How about that? Yellow, blue, a little green color to start the drawing. Okay. Let's take a look at how much the top we're going to keep and how much the bottom we're going to keep. And first figure out those big issues, big ideas. I'm going to put the top over here. And that will be the top of the water over here. Have a little bit tree on the top. Okay, coming over here and coming up like that. And here you go. This would be the top over here have a little bushes, a little tree above this, like that. And take a look at the bottom. The bottom, I'm going to also use a little blue color. Take a look at the bottom over here. I'm going to probably try to keep a little bit more water. In that case, I'm going to move the bottom a little bit higher, like that. I'm going to do it all the way from here, all the way from to the right side. Okay, now I have a little catch the shadow, also over here in the water. And here we go. Now, something like that. And a little bit brown. Draw a little bit over here. And then we're going to have this rock coming in a little bit, like that. And I can divide that in the light side, shadow side. Okay, like this. Okay, and the bottom over here have some catch to shadow, and then also have some light shape right over here. Let's figure it out how we're going to use the space. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the waterfall. Okay, now I'm going to use just a little blue color and take a look at from here to here. I'm going to have this side coming down over here like that, and then on this side and the top over here coming in about a little bit, about 1/3. I'm going to put it here like that. Okay, I don't have to overdo it. Coming a little bit like this, and then in the center over here there's one is coming down all the way like this. So put a little mark like over here, and then some water splashing right at the bottom over here. So that's good. Now the rock over here start changing. Okay, one thing at a time. Okay, coming over here. There you go. Get the shape of those rock. So over here, like a little bit darker, and I have a little bit those light, the highlight of the top of the rock, and like that, coming down over here. Here we go. Now let's get away from the details. Just take a look at where and I'm gonna have a little bit highlight over here, just a little bit. All right. Now I'm gonna take a look at on this side, and this is would be have some shadow over here, a little shadow over here, like that, and have some waterfall over here. Now coming over here, some rocks, and we're gonna ping around those light shape. Okay, coming over here. Here you go, like this, a little bit like that. Okay, here you go. And then coming on this side, and take a look at in between this side and that side, we're gonna have a little bit. There's two shape of water coming down over here. There's one, and then it's coming like in this way, right? And so the waterfall coming over here. So we're gonna ping around those. I'm gonna put a little bit of the shape over here. Here you go, like that. And what about on the other side? That side over here, some very interesting shape over here. Now coming right here. Now make a little turn. Okay, that is the water coming over here, some water coming over here, and then coming down over here, start changing. Okay, looking for the bigger shape. Okay, in the middle over here, have a little shape like that. That's good. Here you go, like that. That's all right. So this one waterfall, the other waterfall right over there. Okay, now on this side, I have a little bit more brown color. Now also on this side, we're gonna see there's some water coming down over here. And then in the middle over here is a very highlight. There's this plane over here is facing to the sun. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have some shape like that. We're gonna give a little bit toning, like a different plane. Like for example, there would be a little gray color. I'm gonna make a little gray color over here. Not really dark, but the gray color over here, the plane, anything on this side of the wall, and that would be a little bit gray, right? So we're not gonna have it bright white, and as we have it on the top over there. So I'm gonna have it a little bit over here too, and coming like this. That's the shape. Those, it would be, I'm gonna do a little bit more of the flat shape. Okay, coming up over here too, like that. Here you go, like this. Look again, and we don't want to put it into the wrong place. And with a little gray color, just the blue and red color together, you will see it a little gray, right? Like this, that's good. And here you go. Slow down, no worry. Okay, that's good, like that. And then coming over here, oh, I see a little green leaf, green tree over here. So I'm gonna go painting around. There's a little green shape. Okay, like that. And here you go. Now I'm gonna just use this large brush to do most shading. Okay, let's see. On this side, like that. Okay, this is very important. This affecting, this reflect that how you see the things, how you are you looking for details at the beginning, or you are looking for big connections. Okay, like coming over here, that's good. And here you go. And top over here, I'm gonna keep that a little exclusive light color. Okay, here you go, like that. And we're not gonna painting the rocks immediately when it's still wet over here. So I'm just going to give a little gray blue color coming up over here. That's good, like that. Keep some area bright white. And the rock at the bottom over here, also the top need to be a little bit lighter, a little bit white. Okay, now the top over here, and there's one side of the shadow. Okay, here you go. Put that down over here. And I'm going to show you how to effectively using this brush just to shade the bigger shape. Okay, here you go. Now the top over here and divide it, and we can see a little bit light shape and then the darker shape. Okay, here we go. Okay, a little shape over here like that. All right, so we're gonna wait for this dry before we're going back to separate even darker, which is the wall, right? Let's put a little color to the water down over here. We need to find other places that we can work on. And we're gonna take the blue color. First thinking about what color this actually closest to. Closer to, like say between the yellow, red, and the blue, right? And looking at the water, it's definitely closer to this color, not that two color. But however, it need to have a little bit warmer. Okay, that's good. And then still have a little yellow color. So take a little yellow over here. Just almost like a watercolor, using this 3 color to mix from. It depends on how much this color compared to the other color. Now this is good. Over here, now I'm gonna put a little color over here. Okay, and I think I have a little bit more yellow and red. Okay, let's take a little orange over here. That's good. Like that. Okay, here we go. And coming up over here, like that. And take a look, and I'm gonna have some sparkling light. Let's see if we can tap on it like this, so we don't have to use masking. Okay, here we go. We still keep some light over here, and look, observe, and then analyze it, and then okay, that's good. That's a little bit dark over here. Not bad. I like this result. I'm gonna come a little bit lighter, coming on this side like that. I'm gonna get a little bit brownish color, and when it get closer to the edge over here, because we see a little bit more dirt and rocks on the edge over here. Here you go, like that. Look for the light shape. You're gonna paint around the light shape. Okay, that's good. Like that. And here we go. Now I'm gonna have this gradually blending into the color over here. Now you can use the brush to soften it, so this color would blend it together. That's good. Like that. Pretty good. Okay. And maybe have a little bit of this blue color coming a little bit closer over here. Have the color coming in here. Okay. And then take a look on this side. We definitely need something darker on this side. Okay, here we go. Like that. Okay. And this brush, you can just use the corner. You can do lots of great stuff. Okay. Alright, after we do this, almost is ready. I'm gonna take a little brown, darker brown color on this rock on the side over here. Okay, here you go. Take a look. If you already have this flat brush, but don't know how to train it, make it look like my brush, and we have the techniques already put into the same video, just go to enjoyingart.com/brushes, and right at the top there is a video for you to look at. Okay, the same place that you order the brush. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna put a little, just the corner over here, like that. Here you go. Make a little darker mark. Oh, it's pretty good, like that. We'll come back to do something a little bit different a little bit later. Now here we go. And now we're going to start working into maybe look at the top over here first, and then come back to the wall. Okay, now we're going to have some green color. The green colors is quite a bit not really that bright. Okay, this very bright, so we need to have some red color mix into it, and something like that, and a little gray. This is good, and maybe a little bit yellow. Okay, this is good, like that. I'm going to start from the top over here. Now I'm going to have some color like that, and have a little color like that on in the background. And when they get a little bit closer, we're gonna have a little bit more yellow color, a little bit brighter. Okay, here we go. We can leave a little shape, look through the sky. And here you go, like that. And a little bit in the back over here. Okay, that's good. Okay, and just a little shape, a little bit tiny shape, like that. Here you go. Just think about a shape, and also alternate it, make it a little bit dynamics. Don't want to have all the same kind of shapes, right? And I'm gonna use the calligraphy brush. I'm gonna take it like that. I'm gonna have a little bit more, a little bit drier. And take a look. I'm gonna have somewhere over here a little stop, and over here I'm gonna have a little bit stop. Take this color. Here we go, like this. Here you go, the top over here, and I'm gonna have a little bit yellow. Make a little change, and take a little green color over here. Here you go, like that. Now, when you get a little bit over here, I'm going to leave a little gap. Here we go, like that. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have this coming down over here, a little bit like this, and then in the front, I'm gonna have some shape a little bit brighter or a little bit warmer, so make it a little bit different. Okay, here you go. Like it. Just use the side brush. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit yellow color, just a little yellow, just a little bit yellow, like this. Have a little bit blue color. Here you go. This a little bit brighter. Now I'm gonna have this a little bit brighter. Got a little bit more yellow. Here you go. And the value will become different. Okay, here you go. And coming a little bit closer. And over here, I'm gonna have a little bit green color over here. So we try to build up a little layers and a little bit different. And over here, now a little bit closer. Now I'm gonna have a little bit brighter color. And get a little yellow, and you can see this much brighter. And lots of people say that it's difficult to paint the different green color, and I agree. And you have to see that is the how much red, how much yellow, how much blue in each of the green color. Okay, right over here, coming down. That's good, like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna have a little bit warmer color as well. I'm gonna get a little red. Here you go. A little bit more orange in this color. So I'm gonna have a little bit, okay, a little bit warmer color. You don't have to try to convince everyone they are trees. I only need to put the color that you see into the different places. That would be okay. Okay, over here. I'm gonna have a little bit darker right over here. Here you go. Coming down a little bit like that. Okay, that's good. There you go, like that. And have a little bit green color. I think it's the most challenge for our members. It's not about how to draw, how to ignore. That is more important. And how to ignore is the object. How to pick up the shape but ignore the object. So what you are painting is only the shape and the elements, and not the object, but you were looking for shapes. Okay, here. Okay, here we go. Now, that's good. Coming back over here, and I'm gonna add a little bit darker shape. I'm gonna take a little dark color, and over here, there you go. Now we can see a little darker shape over here, a little darker shape over here. Okay, that's good. A little darker shape over here, and also a little darker shape on the side over here. Okay, and also a little darker shape in as the shadow of those trees. Okay. Yes, look for where is the darker color, and that's it. Okay, right over here, like that. Okay, down over here, we're gonna make something darker, much darker. Here you go. Now, right here. Here you go. Like a little bit shape. That's good. Okay. Now I'm gonna put that a little darker shape at the bottom of this. Okay. Don't want to think about how I'm gonna paint the green, how I'm gonna paint the grasses, and that would be pretty hard. And because you cannot create the grasses, but you can create a shape is much easier. Okay, here we go. And some people can tell you that is, oh, you have to paint it this way for the grass. But most important is that you learn how to ignore the object, but try to focus on the shapes. Okay, now I'm gonna put it on this side. Here you go. Have the shadow side. Okay, here you go. That's good. Like this. And then the top over here, we're also gonna paint a very similar color, a similar value. Here you go. Some little dry brush. Here we go, like that. That's good. Put their shape over there. Not yet. They don't really look like the way you want it to be, but don't worry, it will come together. And at the top over there, I'm gonna come back here to give a little bit brownish color. Okay, like this. A little bit brownish color, maybe a little bit too bright. We're gonna see. And we're gonna have a little line coming up like this. Okay, make a little bit smaller line. Okay, like that. Here you go. And a little line over here, but a little bit more gray. Okay, here you go. Okay, here we go, like that. And okay, just serve as the branches. There you go. And a little darker line on this side. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna put even darker color into the shadow side of this rock. Okay, pretty good. All right, now I'm gonna start working into the bigger shape over here by coming back to use this one inch flat brush. All right, now I'm gonna mix some darker brown color. I'm gonna use a little bit more wet, right? And you're probably a little bit afraid of water, but don't worry about it. Now I'm gonna take this, have some yellow color, and here you go. That's as much. Put it dark, and take a look at it. Is that too dark? And probably the right color, maybe a little bit blue, a little bit blue, so a little bit too warm. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take a little bit more water, and here you go. Now take a look. I'm gonna start from the top over here. Ooh, it's not really dark enough. I'm gonna put a little shape for suggesting the shadow side of the rock. Okay, here you go, like that. I'm gonna leave a little bit light shape like that over here, a little light shape like this, and have some green color. I'm gonna give it back a little green color over here. Okay, now I want to ask you, would you use this brush, continue painting down over here, or you rather use a smaller brush? Okay, here you go. Now here we go, coming down over here. That's what I mean. Treat it as a flat area, because this pretty much the same color on this side. Okay, all the way coming down over here. Okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna have a little bit more yellow. I think this need to be a little bit more yellow and red. So that's good. I'm gonna come back over here. That's a little bit more like a brown. Okay. Okay, take a look. And coming down over here. If you miss some shape, that is okay. I'm gonna have a little bit shape over here, like that. That's okay. You don't have to make it in a certain shape. Like that. Here we go. And a little darker shape, supposed to be. Now, here you go. And coming down. That's part of the waterfall. Okay, coming down over here. Now I'm going to start picking up a little blue color. Now I'm going to this color look a little bit gray, a little bit darker as well. And coming over here too, just use the side brush. Here you go. Now coming down over here, look. Hey, that's good. Coming down over here, we're going to use a little lifting, a little wash to create some of the water. I'm gonna put over here. Here you go, like that. That's good. Now coming all the way over here, and then I'm gonna have a little dark color right over here, like that, coming over and stop over here. Okay, that's good. Okay, now one area. Now I'm going to continue taking the blue color like this. Okay, take a look at that. Focus on the bigger shape. Okay, that's good. And coming down over here. And here you go. Coming all the way down over here. Now on the other side, on this side, here you go. Coming down over here. I challenge you, just look for the shape. And don't close the eye. Look for it. It's okay. Now I'm gonna use a little bit the calligraphy brush. Now I'm gonna working into inside of those. Now I'm gonna continue get a little bit more of the blue color. Now here you go. And coming back over here. Here you go. Putting some shape over here. And that's good. Okay, here you go. Like that. Seeing a little light shape on the top. Like that. That's good. Now coming over here. And a little blue color supposed to be. Like putting over there. And right over there I can have a little bit lighter. Like a little lighter blue color. I'm going to use the red shade blue color. Mix that in here. Now here we go. Now the whole area in here is supposed to be a little bit darker. Now here we go. I'm going to put that little dark color. Okay, that's good. Here you go. Leave a little bit light shape. And you may be thinking about that. How can I make the shape precise? That's exactly the point. You don't have to make it precise. And just paint with the bigger shape and think about the shape. And it's okay. I'm going to put a little shape over here. And eventually you're going to paint connect with our feeling. It's not the accuracy. Okay, now I'm going to have a little bit over here. Soften that a little bit. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Okay, I'm going to continue. I'm going to take this Windsor Blue red shade a little bit over here. Get a little red and yellow. Okay, I'm going to take this color first. Coming here. Here you go. Like that. And coming down. We can see a little light shape over here. I want to keep that light shape. Here you go. Now I'm going to coming up over here. Like that. And the top. That's good. Shape by shape. Okay, now over here, little big shape coming over here. Leave a little gap on the top over here. That's good. Now coming on this side. Here you go. Like that. And the middle over here, now I'm gonna take a look at, just use the corner. Okay, put that. And then a little shape over here. A little shape. Because the rock is very unexpected. So if you are painted differently, actually, except you at this moment, you never know. Maybe a few months later, you won't even remember why the shape looked like that. Okay, coming over here. You just want to, a little by little, going through it. And you're painting what is your impression. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna change that a little bit red and mix it in here. A little bit yellow. And some little blue color. Here you go. Now take this color. Now coming down all the way over here. Here you go, coming down over here. Now right in the middle over here, we see that there's the shape coming all the way down over here. Okay, now that's good. All the way come down to the footer. Here you go. Now there's a little light shape over here that of course this catch the shadow down in the water over here. Okay, some little color over here and then a little color over here, and now separate it. Okay, take a look on this side, and here you go. There's a little shape coming down here. Okay, and like that, coming up a little bit, and there's another shape right in the middle over here. Okay, and we can move that a little bit more to the left. That's good. Now coming over here. Here we go, like this. We almost cover the first one. Okay, like that. Okay, now coming up over here with the same color, maybe not dark enough, we're gonna see. Okay, coming up over here, have the waterfall, and take a look at the edge, and coming in over here. Okay, little shape in the middle. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna come back to do the lifting. So if the paper not be able to let you do that, that could become a technical issues. And coming down over here, now I'm gonna mix a little bit darker color, and the red and the blue, and I'm gonna get a little bit red. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna come back over here. Here you go, a little bit darker color, and this color can come back, merge into those plants. Okay, coming over here. Here you go. Keep a little wet, and also come back over here. Reform those shape, and also reform the shape over here. Now it's already dry, so we'll work a little bit better. Okay, the same thing when you are painting the wave on the beach. Use this large brush. It actually make you have less fear, and maybe have more fear right now, but eventually it's gonna make you to feeling kind of, oh, I have the freedom. I do what I want. Okay, now coming over here and add a little darker shape over here, and the bottom over here a little darker shape. I'm gonna cut a little bit over here. Okay, and the edge over here a little bit darker here too. So pay attention to the bigger relationship, the bigger shape. I'm gonna have a little bit orange in this color. Okay, come back over here. There you go, like this. Okay, that's good. And a little bit over here, a little bit darker. Okay, I'm gonna come back over here, make this actually darker. Here you go. Just be a little careful. And when you put the brush down, making sure you know what you want and think about how you can get it. Okay, right here. Okay, like that. There you go. Just looking for shapes. In here. A little bit, shrink a little bit over here. Like that. Okay, that's good. And then come down over here. Okay, like that. A little bit. Give a little bit light shape over there. That's good. Okay, pretty good. Right here. I'm gonna have this a little bit darker. I see the rock actually a little bit lighter than the wall. Okay, the same color. You see that is, you don't need to rush. Be confident. Just look and paint and look and correct it. That's good. I'm gonna have a little darker color at the bottom over here. We're almost finished coloring the whole painting. Okay, like that. Now I'm gonna have this a bit darker. Here you go, a little bit darker. Now here we go. And the edge over here, I'm gonna have a little bit blue color. So I'm gonna take, looks like the Windsor blue red shade instead. Okay, that's good. Like this. Here we go. I'm gonna, at the bottom over here, take a look. That's the catch to shadow. Here we go. Like this. That's good. Coming over here. That's the catch to shadow. Here you go. And that's the water at the bottom. That's good. Like that. A little bit soft. Like this. And we come back to use the calligraphy brush and to soften some area. Now this is good. Now you can see that the whole painting now have been covered with different colors. And now what we're gonna do, I'm also going to just put a little bit those textures showing the rocks like that. Here you go. That's good. Like right over here, I'm gonna have a little bit line. Just move the brush, make it feel like unexpected, maybe moving those marks. Here you go, like that. So this will be your challenge. Can you use the flat brush a little more? Here you go. Like this. That's good. Okay. Now you see the shapes very strong, and they have nice shapes already, right? Now what I want to do, I'm gonna come back with this calligraphy brush. I'm taking the same color over here, and now I'll come back over here. Now I'm gonna do a little bit dividing. Okay, right over here. Here you go. That's good. Right here. I think that everything in here in this shape is actually darker. Okay, I'm gonna make that a little bit darker. There you go, like that. And we're gonna suggesting that is actually some water in this area. And that is after we put a little bit darker color inside there, it would look like the lighter area could be just water. And that's all connecting, let the audience finish and the artwork, actually the final artwork with their imagination. Like right over here, like that. That's good. Now come back over here, and we're gonna do a little bit dry brush. Now I'm gonna put it like that, a little bit less water in the brush, but I'm gonna taking that little blue color. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna having it right here. See that? Cool, huh? Very interesting. It's easy. Group it a little bit together around this side, a little bit more. Here you go. Like that. Okay, that area looks pretty nice. Okay, a little bit higher over here, like that. And I'm going to come back the top over here, shape it a little bit. Now put a little bit shape over here and showing some of the shadow of the rocks. Okay, here you go. Is always looking for the bigger shape and then go into smaller shape, a little big shape like this, and see some gap coming down. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do a little lifting a little bit later, but you can see that the whole area, actually you need to put it into the right value, and then you can divide it with a little lighter and lighter shape. Now over here on this side, I'm going to use some really dry brush. Now here we go. I'm going to load a dry brush over here. See that? Like this. A little dry brush over here, like that. Here we go. A little bit smaller shape over there, but let's continue to finish this first. Okay, here we go. Dry brush. Here we go. A little dry brush coming down over here. Here we go. I'm gonna see that at the edge over here. Okay, that's good. Some dry brush coming down over here. That's good, like that. And here you go. Some dry brush like that coming down. And the bottom, make sure you have a little big line like this, a little rock. Looks like a little rock over here coming all the way over here, like that. We're going to return some of the shape that has been destroyed. That's easy. Okay, coming over here. Okay, that's good. You can see that little shape on this side. Okay, that's good. Splash over there. That's good, like that. And some smaller shape. And here you go. Some other smaller shape right over here. Now make that a little bit water separated, like that. Okay, like this. And a little bit shape on the top over here. Here you go. That's coming up a little bit over here, and then a little bit opening. That's good. Alright, it's pretty good. Coming down over here, and this a little bit opening over here. Okay, here you go. A little bit opening. A little bit dry brush. That's good. But all the color over here is not so bright. It need to be darker. I'm going to shade it even more. Reflection. So I'm going to use the flat brush. Now I'm going to have a little bit lighter over here. Feel a little bit reflection. Like that. See that? Pretty easy. I'm going to have this, a little reflection. Okay.